Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Stanford Howard with the HGP Sportscast. We begin with basketball. Colts clinch Pleasant's Guardians. Pacesetters upset Eagles, and Pleasant Guardians triumph over Nets in their semi-final games on Saturday as the Georgetown Amateur Basketball Powerade Malta Supreme Rainforest Water First, Second, and Under-23 League continued at the Burnham Hard Court. More in this report.
In the first semi-final of the night, Colts nipped past Pleasant's Guardians in their Under-23 encounter 78-75. It was a close first half, which ended 38-36 with both teams equally balanced. But Timothy Thompson once again pulled this for his team with a game high of 24 points and captain Jonathan Mangar 10 points. In Game 2, it was a different ball game on the same court, as Pacesetters in the second division encounter set the pace for the rest of the evening's proceedings. They won with a 13-point margin. Eagle, who was on the heels of Pacesetters in the first, second, and third quarters, lost their way in the final quarter by 12 points to give Pacesetters the win 86-73. Stephen Peters and Zion Gray for Pacesetters tied for top scorer with 24 points each. In the final matchup of the evening, Pleasant Guardians dismembered the Nets 75-55. Nets trailed by 1 point by the end of the first half, then lost momentum, which the Guardians capitalized on to strengthen their lead for the win. Nicklon Smith 19 points and Trenton Wolford 10 points give them the advantage to take it home.
In local cricket, the finish of round 4 of the 2017 GCB Jaguars 3-day league saw wins for Essequibo, West Berbice, and Lower Quarantine. Javon Vickery has more.
At the Tushin ground on the west coast of Demerara, Essequibo resumed their overnight score of 155 for 5, chasing 183 for victory over Georgetown, reached 184 for 7 to maintain their dominance in the league. Ricardo Adams moved from his unbeaten overnight score of 95 to 116 not out, ending the match with 2 consecutive sixes. Mark Williams was earlier dismissed by Christopher Barnwell, hooking a short delivery to be caught on the fine leg boundary by Sunil Singh. Bowling for Georgetown, Christopher Barnwell was the main wicket taker, grabbing 6 out of the 7 Essequibo wickets. Over at Young Warriors in Cumberland, Berbice, Upper Demerara, East Bank commenced the third day on 43 for 5, needing another 245 runs to secure victory over Lower Quarantine. They fell 115 runs short of their target. Ronaldo Ali Mohammed made 51, Irshad Ali 39, and Sherafine Rutherford 32. Niall Smith took 5 for 27 and Kissam 4 for 59. Lower Quarantine won by 114 runs. At Port Moran Community Centre ground, West Demerara resuming on their overnight score of 59 for 1, asked by Upper Quarantine to follow on with its first innings deficit of 184. West Demerara set about their task in a professional manner, reaching 371 for 5 from 116.1 overs when the two captains decided to call off play. Akshaya Prasad made a superb unbeaten 151, Raymond Reefer a brilliant 88, and Romario Shepard a solid 61. Bowling for Upper Quarantine, Clinton Prestano, Dimitri Cameron, Sean Pereira, and Rajiv Ivan each took a wicket. At the Bushlot ground in West Berbice recorded their first win of this year's GCB Jaguars 3-day league when they defeated East Coast of Demerara by 3 wickets. West Berbice resumed on their overnight score of 27 without loss and needed a further 261 for victory from a minimum of 100 overs, reached 281 for 7. Young batting sensation Shimroy Hettimeyer slammed 114 from just 121 balls, a knock which included 7 fours and 5 sixes. Rafael Estrado 55, Avishkar Sukaran 35, and Gudakesh Moti 26. Bowling for the East Coast of Demerara, Royston Simon 2 for 19, Amir Khan 2 for 63, Bashkar Yadram 2 for 80, and Cordell Mars 1 for 24. West Berbice won by 3 wickets. Javon Vickery, HGP Sport.
Thank you, Javon. West Indies faltered in the third ODI at Bristol on Sunday against England.
West Indies won the toss and elected to field. The Englishmen lost their first wicket with 27 runs on the board in the 6th over. Then lost 2 quick wickets, Alex Hales for 36 LBW by Megan Cummings, and captain Ian Morgan-Ferdinand bowled by Jason Holder, caught by Hope. But it was Joe Root's 84, Ben Stokes' 73, and Moeen Ali 102 set the Englishmen for the mammoth total of 369 of their 50 overs. In the Windies' reply, they lost 3 wickets within 15 overs for 109 runs, while Chris Gayle threatened to run amok in the middle. But when Gayle was run out by Rashid for 94, with a score at 176 for 4 after 26.5 overs, the wheels began to fall off the Windies' cart. Cameos by captain Jason Holder and Jason Mohammed were insufficient to overhaul the target set by the Englishman, who won the game in the 40th over by 124 runs. The next ODI is on Wednesday at the Oval in London.
And to end the Sportscast, Pandya leads India to series win and #1 ranking after defeating Australia in the 3rd ODI. Here is Kristen McLingham with the details.
Australia elected to bat first and were on their way to set a big target before losing their first wicket, David Warner 42, bowled by Pandya. Aaron Finch 124 and Stephen Smith 63 set the Aussies for a big total, but they only managed 293 for 6 off their 50 overs. The Australians' innings had 2 major wobbles, the first when Smith was caught off Yadav's bowling, and the final overs when the Indians pulled the screws with some excellent death bowling. When India set out to chase the below-par total, their opening pair made 139 in just 22 overs, before losing the first wicket of Rohit Sharma for 71. Both openers stroke 70s. Hardik Pandya's 78 put the finishing touch to clinch the series from the Aussies with 5 wickets to spare and 13 balls remaining. Reporting for HGP Sportcast, I'm Kristen McLingham.
Thank you, Kristen. That's all we have for this edition of the HGP Sportscast. Back to you, Travis.